Welcome back to the Sea Y'all Life. A few weeks ago we shared with you the big changes we've undergone since Christmas. Changes like packing up and selling our home and half our possessions, renovating an RV in our driveway and then moving into the RV, and purchasing 3 acres of land where we'll build our future retirement home.
But wait, there's more.
Yes, there's much more, because 2 weeks after we moved into our RV, Tom was offered and accepted a new position right here in San Diego.
So we're moving on the boat full time now.
Woo!
We have about 6 weeks to get her ready to be a full-time liveaboard.
Well, technically, she's ready now. But there are some things we really want to do just to make her more comfortable, to upgrade the look to be a little more in line with our taste, and just to feel more like a home, because this will be our home.
And to make it easy to live on board every single day. Just some conveniences that we don't have or that are
Broken?
Need repair or need to buy new, and we'll talk about that.
Today we're going to share with you some of the changes that we're going to be making, and we'll also be filming during that whole process, and we'll be sharing our progress with you. And if you'd like to see a little more day-to-day what's going on over here, you can follow us on Instagram, where we will be posting stories that show what we're working on. When we live on the boat full-time, and we're not here mostly on the weekends, we're going to be doing a lot more cooking on the boat, and that means we'll be doing a lot more cleaning of dishes on the boat. And I hate this sink. It's the double deal, and you can't even hardly fit a skillet in here to clean off a skillet. So we really need to get a single bowl sink. And I've been doing some research, and it's going to be really tricky. Quite honestly, we'll let you know what we end up figuring out. It may involve forcing us to get new countertops, which I would be really happy with new countertops, because I also hate my countertops a lot.
We're getting new countertops anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is the sink is about a little less than 25 inches wide, and then it's 17 this way, and the one sink I found that's 25 wide is 18 this way. So we don't have much to work with here. I don't know what solution we'll come up with, but I'm excited to get a new sink to go with our shiny new faucet we installed in December.
Even though I love my massive 27-inch TV over here, it's time to upgrade since we're going to live on the boat full time. So, and we'd like to keep this chart table open. It's just it's a nice table, and we just don't need a TV here. So we're going to mount it up over here with one of the fold-in mounts, and probably upgrade to a massive 32-inch TV.
One of my favorite features when we first found Sea Y'all was that it had a washer and dryer combo. A non-combo would even be better, but I was just happy to have a washer and a dryer. But a while back, it stopped working, and we had our mechanic come and work on it. Basically, he made it sound as though the motherboard and that it's not really fixable. It would cost too much to fix it. So we've just sort of let it sit here for a while. But when you live on a boat, you gotta have a washer and dryer. So I checked in with Splendid this week. That's who made the washer dryer. And I learned that if indeed it is the motherboard or the circuit board, it will cost a whopping $324 to get a new circuit board. So we are gonna give that a shot, and hopefully I will be washing, drying, and folding clothes by March.
And fluffing.
Fluffing too.
All right, this is where the magic happens. Just kidding, this is the bathroom, but actually I spend a lot of time in here. The older I get, the more time I spend in here. Andrew spends even more time, I think.
That's a lie.
But we need new toilets. We don't really have a vacuum flush. We have toilets that take a lot of water to flush, and it just fills up our holding tank, which is a whole nother problem. Our holding tank on this boat is only 30 gallons, and we need a much bigger black water tank, so we're not getting pumped out twice a week or 3 times a week. Right now we get pumped out once a week, and that is when we're only here part-time.
Yeah, the holding tank, as Tom said, has been a huge problem since day one of owning this boat. And so a few months ago, we had our mechanic come in, and because of the unique hull design we have, it's not like we can just go order a bigger tank and stick it down there. It won't work because of the shape. So we've had a custom tank molded and made. We've not seen it yet. We don't even have confirmation it's done, but it should be. And we should be able to have a capacity of about 50 gallons in our new holding tank, and that will make me a happy mama.
It's Andrew's biggest nemesis, this black water tank. She keeps a close eye on the gauge at all times.
One of the things that we most fell in love with when we saw Seal was the abundance of storage, and we use a lot of storage space. However, there is a lot of space that we're not utilizing much of because the boat is old and the space just looks dirty. So we are going to detail all the storage areas underneath the sofa, underneath the V-berth. We've got storage behind those white chairs, and we've got storage in the master stateroom that we're not using just because it just sort of looks yucky. So it's going to get all cleaned up.
We've been using this induction cooker for some time now, which we absolutely love, but the reason we have been doing this and using this exclusively is because our propane line had a leak in it, and we have to run a new propane line from up above where the propane tank is and just thread it all the way through, make sure we have no leaks. So that is on the schedule, on the docket, so we can use our oven again, and Andrew can make me cookies and cakes and other things, and then we have our range back as well.
And we've really enjoyed, I wish our boat just had an induction cooktop. That would be the most optimal thing. And we've made do, right, with the toaster oven and the cooktop.
Microwave, toaster oven, induction cooktop.
But living on the boat, we need the whole thing working.
We want a full kitchen.
Yes.
We have some woodworking to do, some sanding, some varnishing. It's time, and it's a lot of work, but we also have a lot of wood on this boat, on the cap rails and on all the railings. A lot of outside wood that has gotten hit with the sun and water, and it's time, because if you wait too long, then it's even a longer process.
I'm super excited to make some changes to our aft deck and our fly bridge, just the way it's furnished. And we got this umbrella fabric on this whole outdoor furniture set 3 years ago, and it's lasted pretty well, but it's sort of messy looking now. It's time for a refresh, so I'm looking forward to doing that and really changing up the color scheme a little bit in the whole boat.
It's definitely time for some wax on and wax off on the hull. Really, the whole boat needs to be waxed. Maybe 3 coats, 4 coats. It'll shine really, really nicely. Also need some paint on the back. I forgot to mention that earlier. Some of our stripes are really fading, so that is also on the list.
It's so exciting to take this opportunity to fix what's broken, make much needed upgrades, and redecorate the boat. And we can't wait to share the process with you. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll see y'all soon.